What's up, guys? It's Austin from Yu-Gi-Oh! Theory. First off, update on the giveaway. I will be announcing the winners on Friday. Uh, but anyway, today I'm going to do a different type of deck, not a deck profile, but a different type of video. I'm going to give my picks for the top 10 meta decks for this for the link format, or at least 10 decks I think are going to be really good. They don't all have to be like top tier, but I think they're going to do very well, and I believe all of these have a very good chance of being meta, or at least very good rogue. Anyway, let's get in with number 10. I think Chain Burns. This is supposed to be Chain Burns. So I have a Chain Strike, I just can't find it. But yeah, I think Chain Burn is going to do very good this format because they don't rely at all on an extra deck. They're pretty consistent. They do have some weaknesses, like against Dinko Seika and Twin Twisters and Spell and Trap Removal. They're a little weak against that. But other than that, they are a really good deck, and I think they will do good this format. Next, Dark Magicians. Dark Magicians don't rely on their extra deck too much either. They might go into 1xzs, maybe, and that just takes up their one extra deck monster. The only thing about Dark Magicians is they do suffer a little bit from consistency, but other than that, they're a really good solid deck, and they have a lot of main deck power. For number 8, Monarchs. Monarchs are a incredibly good main deck type of deck. They don't use an extra deck at all if you run the domain variant. It's actually very against any type of summoning except for tribute summoning, and it punishes your opponent for not tribute summoning, essentially. And it does have some weaknesses to consistency and some other things, but other than that, it's a really strong deck once it gets going. Number 7 is Cosmo. Cosmo doesn't rely on the extra deck at all either, and it's big ships that are untargetable. Didn't really get hit too bad by the ban list. Pretty much the only thing with the Monarchs is that they got hit pretty bad on the ban list. They would be higher if they didn't. Cosmo's only got Dark Destroyer hit, and they're still a really strong deck. I don't have any other Cosmo cards, so this is pretty much just the one I have to show off. But yeah, that's number 7, I think. Let me think. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah, that was number 7. Number 8 is Mermaids. I don't actually have a Mermaid card, so just imagine this is like a Mermaid card. But yeah, I think Mermaids are going to do really good because they don't really need the extra deck very much either, and they're a very strong main deck type of deck, and they push for OTKs a lot, and they're just all around a very strong deck, and I feel like they could pop up in the meta at pretty much any time. Number 5 is Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is a really good main deck type of deck. You can use the extra deck, but you don't really need to. A lot of people are moving to the Chaos Max Dragon variant because Chaos Max Dragon is very good. But overall, without Chaos Max Dragon, it's still a very good deck, and I feel like you could do a lot in today's game state. Next is True King Dinosaurs. Here's a Lagia. But yeah, True King Dinosaurs, they use the extra deck some, but they have very strong main deck capabilities. So I feel like they could easily just be switched around to use more of the main deck. But yeah. Now we're into the top 3. Number 3, I think, is Zodiac. Zodiac got slowed down a little bit, but you can still end with a Trident and a Hammer Kong, I believe. And Zodiac is extremely consistent. But I do think Zodiac's going to get hit on the list, so that's why they're not number 1. They're at 3. But they're still really good. Number 2, AVC Dragons. ABCs don't care about about losing monsters at all to link summoning, because what you can do is you can link summon the pieces of the ABC pieces that you use for the link summon. All they do is just go to the graveyard, so you can just banish them to bring out ABC Buster Dragon, or Dragon Buster. Yes, Dragon Buster. So ABCs don't care really how the pieces get in the graveyard. You can just banish them and summon them. So that's a very good thing about ABCs. And It's just a very, very strong card effect, being able to dodge effects and being able to pop during either player's turn. It's really good. And number 1, I think, is going to be True Draco. True Draco is a very strong deck. It has a lot of draw power. It's pretty consistent, but it does have some consistency issues, but it's not too bad. But the main thing about this deck is just the absolute ridiculous draw power it has to its disposal, like cards like Card of Mize and Diagram and things like that. And Masterpiece is just a beast. He can make himself unaffected by pretty much anything, depending on what you're doing. Depending on what you're doing. And 2950 attack isn't too bad. And they have a bunch of other monsters that are really versatile. They have a bunch of searchy type cards. Their spells and traps pop stuff when they die. Pretty much everything about this deck is just incredibly good. I can't think of one bad thing about the deck besides it having some consistency issues, but it has a very high ceiling. Doesn't need your extra deck at all. A lot of people run it with Domain in Monarchs Erupt because you barely ever special summon. It's just all around a really good deck. And that concludes our meta analysis. Comment below what you think is meta, or what you think is going to do very good in the next format. Comment below if you like these type of videos. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Like I said, the giveaway is I'm going to be picking the winners Friday. So if you entered, stay tuned for that. I'm probably just going to pick the winner randomly. Like, I'm probably just going to scroll through the comments and then just like look away and touch someone's name. And I'm just going to pick it like that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace.